Bonjour à tous et bienvenue sur Benoît494 pour ce nouvel épisode de The Dwarves. Donc hier nous avions découvert 2 corps, on va aller tout de suite voir ce qui se passe autour. Ok, apparemment il y a plusieurs choses qu'on peut fouiller, on va examiner ce buisson.
Nothing.
Ok, on n'a rien trouvé. Ici.
Nothing again.
You halt.
Ah,
There is something.
quelque
A
chose.
rucksack.
Un vrai sac.
Did someone
Quelqu'un l'a
hide it in
caché
the
dans le
bushes or was it
buisson.
thrown in there?
On va fouiller.
You open the rucksack and recognize that someone has already rummaged through it. As well as some implements and writing utensils, you find a pouch full of gold and a talisman. The gold is proof that this is not a case of robbery.
Ok, donc on va prendre l'or. On va prendre le
Warmth and a
talisman.
feeling of security flush through your body as you touch the talisman. You feel safer.
Ok. Par là, il y avait quelque chose.
You don't see any signs of a struggle in the area where the corpses are lying. Were they stabbed by a companion? A stranger could hardly have crept up on them with such sparse cover. A slender man lies in front of you, dressed in an expensive robe. It is in the colours of Turgur the Fair-Faced, one of the 6 magi. The dead man must be one of Turgur's famuli. You don't see any wounds.
I've Rackus.
There are some narrow stab wounds in the man's chest. The cuts are too big to have been made by arrows, but too small for sword wounds.
Plutôt un poignard. Ok, on va aller voir le deuxième.
You look down on a tall, broadly built man. He's wearing dark brown leather armor that is strengthened with iron plates. There's a sword lying next to him. Was he trying to defend himself against something? Or someone? There is no blood on the sword.
Ok.
The man has the
retourner.
same incisions. It's clear that both men were killed by the same weapon. But what that weapon might be, you cannot say.
Ok, on va aller voir ce qui est un peu plus loin.
A rucksack that probably belonged to one of the dead. It seems to have been searched and then thrown away carelessly.
Ok, on va fouiller.
You find a few implements, some provisions, and a map. A route is drawn on it from Porista, Nudin's
Porista, la
capital,
capitale
to
du magie
Lot-Yonan's
Nudin.
vaults.
Does this mean that Turgur the Fair-Faced is in Porista and wanted to send Lot-Yonan a message? And if so, why didn't he use magic? Did he want to contact him without anyone noticing? Why all this secrecy?
Voilà qui peut être inquiétant. Ok, je crois qu'on a tout fouillé dans le coin. Donc on va continuer notre route.
You scour the area once more and ask yourself what to do next.
Je vois pas trop où on pourrait trouver d'autres indices. Apparemment, il n'y a rien d'autre. Hein. Ok.
You scour the area once more and ask yourself what to do next.
On va les enterrer et on va poursuivre notre chemin. Voilà, on va essayer de faire les choses bien.
It's time-consuming and strenuous work digging shallow graves in the ground with a stick and covering the corpses with a few stones. But it should at least keep the crows from their feasting for a while. You continue on your way so as to put a few more miles between you and your grisly find before night falls.
Ok, Donc on va s'avancer. Ici on a des bûcherons, ici on a une sorte de village. Et de toute façon, nous c'est là-bas qu'on veut aller, donc on va pouvoir faire comme ceci. Et puis après venir jusque là, je pense. Voilà, donc on va aller voir ce que c'est que ça.
Flickering light through the trees some way from the path. It might come from a campfire.
Oh. On a vu que la manière discrète c'était pas trop notre truc, donc on va leur faire face directement.
Until you finally make out 3 broad-shouldered men with axes. 2 rabbits are sizzling over the fire. The men are joking with one another, but you can only understand the odd word. They haven't noticed you yet.
On pourrait essayer d'écouter un peu ce qui se raconte.
You sneak up on the men until a thick branch breaks loudly under your boot. You realize, terrified, that the men's voices have fallen silent.
Ah.
The men jump up and grab their axes.
Who's there?
Ok, bah de toute façon on est
You
découvert.
step into the light of the fire, your hands raised in a conciliatory gesture.
My name is Tungdil. I'm only...
Well, I'll be. Is that a groundling?
The men look you over
Visiblement c'est
suspiciously.
comme ça que les hommes appellent
What's
les
a
nains.
groundling doing creeping around here? Are you after
pas
our
très sympa.
gold?
I bet you was hoping to slit
Ça
our
sonne
throats
péjoratif.
once we fell asleep, subterranean scum.
Ok, on va leur dire qu'on n'est pas un voleur.
Your
Voilà, on n'est
heart
pas
is
un voleur.
pounding, and you confront the man a little more courageously than you feel.
I'm no thief, and I'm certainly no murderer. I only wanted to see if...
Pah! All groundlings are thieves and good-for-nothings.
You find it difficult to take control of your voice again.
Have you met many dwarves?
Enough to know that you're all dirty thieves.
Ok. Comment on se la joue? Ils sont en train de m'énerver de toute façon.
Now consider this. I am a dwarf with an axe, and I don't use my axe for cutting down trees.
The men are visibly unsettled and lower their axes a little.
Voilà, restez pisse les gars. Ok, alors soit on les provoque, soit on essaye de calmer le jeu. On va peut-être essayer de calmer le jeu.
I thought so.
You turn your back on the men and walk back to the path confidently. You don't hear any steps behind you, and only once you've put distance between you do you dare look back over your shoulder.
Ok,
None of the
c'était
men
chaud.
have followed you. You sigh with relief. It could have ended up a
petit
very
succès qui
painful
pop.
experience if you'd provoked the men or shown them any weakness.
Bon, c'était peut-être pas l'idée du siècle de les provoquer, mais au moins... Donc ici on a une ville. Du coup, on va peut-être pouvoir passer comme ceci. C'est quoi ça? Tour hameau, une taverne. Et ça dit rien ça. Donc soit on passe par là. Teicheldorf. Soit on passe par là. On va passer par là. Ouais, il y a un truc qui s'est déplacé là. Ah, c'est un marchand nain. Ok. Ah, il y a une ferme, on peut aller à la ferme. Oh, bah écoutez,
As
on
the
va aller à
gable
la
end of
ferme.
a small farmhouse and a barn appear from behind a hilltop, you hear the loud cries of children at play. A girl runs along the path laughing, followed by a small boy with a big stick in his hand. The boy is trying to catch up his sister with a determined look on his face, but is finding it difficult to keep his short legs under control on the uneven path.
Ah, c'est que des enfants, ils nous feront pas bien mal.
You walk towards the children. As you raise your hand to greet them, the boy catches sight of you. His eyes grow wide, and he points to you with a chubby little finger. All he can manage to say is, "There." Now the girl has turned to face you too. Before you can say a word, she lifts her little brother up into her arms and runs screaming towards the farmhouse.
Ok, d'accord. On leur a fait peur, je crois.
Without
On va les
rushing,
suivre.
you follow the children to the farmhouse into which they've disappeared. After a few moments, they reappear, accompanied by their parents. Their father is a thick-set man with grey hair.
I am Opatia. This is my wife, Remsa.
The blonde woman nods a greeting almost imperceptibly and clasps her daughter tightly to her. She looks you over with an anxious
Ok,
expression.
donc les nains sont pas
It's a
super
pleasure to
appréciés
meet
dans
you.
le pays.
My name is Tungdil.
You try to make your voice sound as harmless as possible.
I'm sorry if I scared your wife
Voilà,
and
votre
children.
époux semble inquiète,
The
mon
man
brave.
waves dismissively.
No, no. It's just that my fair woman is especially jumpy these days.
The orcs have been spotted near Calmstead. You should take it more seriously.
The farmer's wife clutches her daughter even tighter before the girl finally protests. The boy steps forward excitedly and cuts the air with his stick.
If strangers come, we're supposed to run away, but I can hit them too.
Opatia pats his son on the head, laughing.
We're safe. The orcs have no reason to come so far north.
Si des orques traînent dans
Wouldn't
les
it be better
parages.
to move to one of the bigger villages if there are orcs around?
The farm is our livelihood. We can't just leave the place. The fields don't look after themselves. King Tilligorn's cavalry will take care of the orcs, or Lord Yonan and his magi.
But the cavalry can't be everywhere at once. Even a handful of orcs would be enough to finish us.
C'est clair.
Once the seeds are planted, I'll build the hideaway, just as you wish. But what use is a hideaway if we've nothing to eat in the autumn?
Oui, à quoi te servira de manger, à manger si t'es mort? Tu devrais
If
construire
there
un
are orcs
refuge.
in the area, then you shouldn't waste any time. Build that hideaway.
The dwarf is right.
Remsa gives you a thankful smile before turning to her husband.
We'll take care of the other problems when we come to them. The most important thing is that
C'est
we're
sûr.
safe.
Il y a un village pas loin. On
Opatia
pourrait
stays
toujours
silent for a moment,
demander un peu
a
d'aide.
gloomy expression on his face, before shrugging his shoulders.
All right then. Dwarves do know best when it comes to orcs.
Exactement. Écoute-moi. Auriez-vous vu passer des
Over the last few
voyageurs?
days, have you seen two travellers heading east?
Opatia looks at his wife, but she shakes her head.
Why do you ask?
I found them. Two dead bodies on the side of the road. A good day's march east from here.
Dead bodies?
She hastily covers her son's ears.
Was it orcs?
crois pas,
Remsa, what would orcs be doing up here? It was probably just bandits.
You bid farewell and set off on your way. The children follow you for a while before saying their goodbyes in laughter and running back towards the farm.
Ils sont mignons, ils sont mignons. Du coup, on va continuer notre chemin. Hein. Voilà. Ok, ici il n'y a rien. On va aller à bon
You
pré.
look down on a large village on the banks of the Warder. Some of the village is built on stilts in the river. A wooden bridge spans the fast-flowing water. A huge wooden palisade has been erected to protect the village from attack.
Ok, vous voyez un vaste village en contrebas. Ok, donc on va aller jusqu'à la
porte. The guards on the
hein.
palisade are watching you. Their armor looks well cared for and well made. The smith who made them knew what he was doing. You conclude that the men depend on the protection the armor offers and aren't just wearing them to look good. They're certainly not villagers.
Ok. Oh. Il y a un buisson par là qu'on peut regarder. Ok, apparemment il n'y a qu'un seul buisson. Ah non, il y a un feu là. On peut observer le feu.
There are small fires burning every 50 steps or so. They are intended to light up the area in front of the palisade in the night, so that orcs can't creep up to within an arrow's reach without being seen.
Ah, c'est malin. C'est malin, c'est malin. Ok, donc par là il n'y a plus rien. Palissade.
The wooden palisade encompasses the whole of the large village and is guarded by many men in armor. The stronghold has been constructed in haste, probably only over the last few days, but the work is sound, and uninvited guests should find it difficult to gain access.
Oh, d'accord. Ok, donc ça c'est une porte, des soldats. Il y a un truc là. C'est quoi ça? Ah non, ça doit être quelqu'un ça.
The double gate is made of strong planks, sturdy but still much less solid than the fixed parts of the palisade. Security has been forgone here for practical reasons. Never a good idea when building fortifications.
Ok, donc on va parler à ces gens. Hein. Bonjour les gens.
Some of the guards begin to whisper as you near the gate.
Hello up there. What brings you to fair good water? And have you seen any orcs on your travels, groundling?
The man leaning over the palisade eyes you up and down carefully.
Ok. On va être gentil. S'il vous plaît, ça a jamais tué personne.
Goodwater is well known for its hospitality.
A fact that you've just made up yourself.
Let me in, and I will tell other travellers all about it.
I regret to inform you that we cannot allow you to enter. The gates stayed closed once night has fallen.
There is certainly no regret showing in the man's face.
Après tout, je suis qu'un nain pour lui. Hein.
The orc heads on the spears look fresh, a fact that causes you unease for more than one reason.
Those won't scare orcs away.
I hope not. The more orc heads that end up on those spears, the more gold coins that end up in our pockets.
Okay.
Right,
oui,
boys?
Oui,
yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Mais il a l'air bien
We've killed our fair share of orcs and know how to motivate them. Those ugly mugs will spur them on, and then they'll perish in front of our gates.
Two things become clear to you. Firstly, that the mercenaries the villagers have hired are excellent at killing orcs, and secondly, that they sadly have no brains at all.
When did you kill these orcs?
Yesterday. We caught a couple of their scouts first. The others tried to take revenge in the evening. Let's see who'll turn up today.
Donc vous les attendez, mais vous me proposez de rester dehors. Ok. Votre porte me donne pas un... On va lui dire ça. Vous pouvez pas me laisser ici alors que les orques rôdent dans les parages.
I'm a blacksmith. And a dwarf. Let me tell you. Your gate might look solid, but it won't withstand a real orc assault.
The murmuring all around him makes the man pause for a moment. If anyone else had criticized the stronghold, they'd have been laughed down and shooed away. But no one understands defense systems like the dwarves.
A dwarf blacksmith who just happens to be standing in front of our gate?
Je suis responsable de la défense de la porte haute dans les montagnes bleues. C'est un peu... Ouais, on va plutôt lui dire la
I'm a
vérité.
skilled craftsman, and I'm sure I can improve this gate for you. I'm a dwarf, and I know of the dwarven art of building from books.
A bookworm? You're going to strengthen our gate with papier-mâché?
I'm sure papier-mâché would help, but that's not what I...
You stop mid-sentence. The mocking expression on the mercenary's face tells you that a white lie would have worked better. You'll have to try something else.
Do you want me to be mauled by the orcs?
Ouais, ils sont fous.
Let me in!
You're pleased to notice that your voice sounds more accusatory than worried. The free peoples of Girdlegard have always stood side by side against the beasts of Tion. The mercenary seems to weigh up his options, but then shakes his head.
Put a few miles between yourself and us, and then you should be safe. As safe as you can be, these days.
D'accord, il veut pas nous laisser rentrer. Hein. On va essayer de le soudoyer, on verra bien.
I've got 20 pieces of gold here looking for a taker in the village.
Ah! One of your folk might leave his post for 20 pieces of gold, but I say, clear off, groundling. The gates stay closed until tomorrow morning.
But...
Pas cool. Pas cool, pas cool.
Orc skulls?
You're not sure it's wise to taunt the beasts with the severed heads of their fellow kind.
Donc du coup, bah, il va nous falloir trouver un coin pour dormir. Et je crois qu'on va pas avoir le choix.
Is this to be your bed for the night? A flat, cold hollow under a bush? At least you wouldn't be discovered immediately.
On va continuer à regarder dans le coin s'il n'y aurait pas mieux comme abri, mais... Parce qu'un simple buisson... Je sais pas vous, mais je suis pas super en confiance là quand même. Ouais non, il n'y a que ça. Hein.
Is this to be your bed for the night? A flat, cold hollow under a bush?
On va essayer
At
d'aller
least
leur
you wouldn't be
reparler.
discovered immediately.
On va essayer d'aller leur reparler. S'il vous plaît, me laissez pas dehors. Oh, elle est pas gentille. Bon bah voilà, bah du coup on va aller dormir dehors.
Is this to be your bed for the night? A flat, cold hollow under a bush?
Voilà, mais on fera ça dans le prochain épisode parce qu'on a déjà dépassé et qu'il est l'heure de s'arrêter. Donc voilà, donc bah, je vais vous laisser là. Je vais faire une petite sauvegarde et puis je vais vous laisser là. Je vous retrouve demain pour la suite de nos aventures. C'est dommage, on n'aura pas pu profiter d'un bon lit bien au chaud, mais du coup, il faudra se contenter de ce qu'on a. Donc bah, je vous laisse, je vous retrouve demain, je vous fais des gros bisous. Allez, à demain tout le monde.